It's a typical morning rush hour day on Tri-Rail, or so we think. Adding to the ebb and flow of 79-mile-an-hour Tri-Rail commuter trains is perhaps the hottest train on the South Florida Rail Corridor, CSX Train P001, the Office Car Special. This is actually the second year in recent times that they ran it into South Florida. I caught the previous version over here at Miami Gardens Drive. This trip, also carrying CSX executives on a tour of the system, made a very quick turn and burn, and it did not take them much to get to South Dania. Welcome to what was once known as a CSX Miami Sub, some of the southernmost trackage on CSX's system. In 2022, there is only one pair of manifest trains that CSX runs that handles all of the traffic to and from South Florida. This right here is a southbound counterpart, M453, Waycross, Georgia to Miami, Florida. The M used to be Q for quality, but CSX has started to reorganize their train symbols, giving the M prefix for manifest trains. Much to the despair of local rail fans, CSX combined this manifest traffic with what used to be a set of rock trains to and from quarries located in Miami-Dade County. The empty rock hoppers shown here are heading back to the Vulcan Materials lime rock quarry on the Lehigh spur near Tamiami. And at the very bottom of the train are cars heading back to CMEX's Chrome quarry for a lime rock refill. To get to Chrome, interestingly, these cars would take some of the southernmost trackage ever in the contiguous United States. In all that hectic chasing, I completely forgot that CSX sent out L787, formerly 0717, north to work industries in the Pompano Beach area. Clearly visible in this consist are cars for Home Depot near Pompano Beach and Amerigas near Fort Lauderdale. We will be following this train's work at Amerigas. L787 and Tri-Rail P675 are involved in a three-way traffic jam here at CP Cypress. On track 2 is perhaps the next hottest train behind the CSX Office Car Special, Amtrak train P092, the northbound Silver Star. You can see it in the distance. It would be nice to see Silver Meteor P098 returning, but unfortunately that's at least a few months away. L787's conductor is throwing a switch here at Racetrack Road so that the train can shove onto the Amerigas lead. This is one of many interesting industrial leads scattered across the South Florida region, several of which unfortunately have been either reduced to one or two customers or taken out of service completely, but the Amerigas lead stands strong. This customer takes in so much liquefied petroleum gas that it has 3 separate spotting leads. Switching will take a little time, but today's orders are actually fairly straightforward. Clean the industry up and spot all of the loads. to the very limited access and the blaring hot temperatures, I could not stay to watch the train make the full delivery. We will revisit this operation sometime soon. We shift gears back down to Dade County and particularly Hialeah, one of the most interesting and photogenic parts of the CSX Miami Sub. Coming out of the now known SFRTA Oleander branch and the CSX Homestead subdivision is train 0921, an extra 0721 local. This train has about 60 rock loads coming from CMEX's Chrome Quarry. Nowadays, the local symbol is L789, but this equivalent would be the extra symbol U789. Behind Tri-Rail P683 is a little surprise, CSX Yard Job Y220, which occasionally makes Sunday afternoon runs to East Rail and the downtown spur. That is exactly what it is doing today. Y220, which pulled an empty from Pan American paper before I got there, is sitting on what used to be the former East Main Line on the Seaboard Airlines Miami extension. Since the line to downtown was downgraded in the late 1970s, trains like this would have to handle two hand-throw switches to get onto the downtown spur, one to come off of East Rail and the other to enter the downtown spur proper. On Y220's consoles today are 2 boxcars and 1 tanker for family and son, and a handful of liquefied petroleum gas tankers for Sun Gas services on Northwest 30th Avenue. Exhaustive video of switching at both of these customers is visible on my channel under the Video and Palmettos playlist. Ferris Processing and Trading, a scrap metal dealer, seemed to have cars ready, but they apparently must have not ordered CSX to pick them up this evening. At North River Drive, the CSX downtown spur curves due east towards the balance of the customers and the end of the line, which is currently a runaround track. I was very fortunate that a 9:20 p.m. flight to Norfolk got delayed, as that made this catch actually possible. However, we're going to be cutting it short in a little bit as time is starting to run out. And while the flight got delayed, this train's progress got delayed. There was a car very close to the tracks that they were able to get removed just in time for one final look at it, just in front of family and son. Miami's very interesting and unique scenery make pretty much every photo angle ideal for any train. This is 0722, now L790 heading back to Hialeah. Just like the cars mentioned earlier in this video, these come from the Lehigh spur, particularly Vulcan Materials Miami Quarry, formerly Florida Rock. CSX still refers to it as Florida Rock on all of the timetables and schedule chatter. The Lehigh spur is named after Lehigh Portland Cement, which ran a cement plant at the very end of the line. Built between the 1960s and the 1970s, the line used to also see coal trains heading to what was then CMEX's Miami cement plant. Unfortunately, at the end of 2014, CMEX found a different energy source and discontinued the use of coal trains. I missed the last run by that much. Everyone that Railfan's Hialeah, after a long, hot day of chasing trains here, there is something neat and new that is going to spice things up.
There you go, that's what I'm talking about. Here we go, question number 1. Alright, here we go, question number 1 in. Oh yeah, I have to put it in the CD player for those 4 answers. I want you to name 4 of the 5 members of NSYNC.
This is Unbranded Brewing near Northwest 63rd Street or East 9th Street, and bartender Andy Valencia is hosting trivia night. Tonight's theme is the 90s, which happens to be a very fascinating decade in CSX's history. Fast forward about 3 decades, and although a mere shell of its former self, you get to enjoy 2 daily rock locals and the occasional yard job heading to either East Rail or the downtown spur, while also chowing down on some pulled pork from the smokehouse and also enjoying a Hialeah light, or if you prefer, a guava wheat ale. And of course, here you can watch the 50 daily tri-rail trains on the weekdays, 30 on the weekends, go back and forth on the South Florida Rail Corridor. That being said, I hope we have enjoyed this recent glance at CSX operations in the Miami area, and I know there is plenty more out there and plenty more to cover. Next up, we'll be looking on the overseas side of things. Thank you again for watching, and if you haven't already, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Until next time, from Hialeah, Florida at Unbranded Brewing, this is TE out.